So the beautiful thing about having that position like so is when you go back now, you've got that supporting the club at the top of the swing as we start to swing longer. But now the goal is, can you get your hips to 45 degrees turned? Yep, and your shoulders to 90 degrees turned. That's it. So at the moment, you've just got your trail hand a bit what we call stronger, so it's a bit more this way. I'm exaggerating, of course, a bit more that way. And the hands are separate. So it's more like a baseball grip with a bit of a gap there. The challenge when the hand's this way, it tends to really close the club face during the swing. And then that's generally going to hit it quite low. So the low shots are generally due to low loft. You can see that there. And less speed. So if we can get this hand more on top, we can get that more lofted impact and speed, you're going to launch that thing up there. Yeah, so let's go through the grip. So your lead hand, if you want to get that hand and hold the club with your trail hand here, we'll just mirror it. And then get your lead hand, get it running through the grip there. If you leave about a 1/4 of an inch gap, running through the base of kind of your pinky to the middle of your finger there on that hand. So yes, and a bit more on the side in that fashion. Yeah, perfect. And then wrap your hand over. Great. So a wonderful little checkpoint as you pop that club down there is basically trying to get that V there towards your left shoulder, which you got it, that's loads, yeah, so just about there. There, and you can see about 2 knuckles on that left hand. So you've actually got that already in a pretty good spot, to be fair, so you don't need to change too much. I would just get that right arm straighter if you could. Yeah, you can see a little bit bent there with that right arm. Yeah, that's going to help you control the low point of the swing later on. But the main thing is this left hand. Two options. You can get this what we call interlocking grip here, or we can get that pinky there and overlap it. So that might feel better if you've got a bit of a issue with that finger, but have a go with that, and then from this
pinky over here, like
yes,
side,
yes. Can I move your hands with you? So that one there, sort of, and this groove in your left hand sits on top of your right thumb. So those 3 fingers on the grip if you can. 1, 2, 3. That's it. And that one more on top. So the hands goes further over that way. Have you ever played darts? Like left-handed in darts? Sounds silly, but like if you get your left hand like that, and just pretend you're playing darts, you see how your hands are like that way. So from that position, keep that, because you wouldn't throw a dart like that, would you? So that, it's a nice analogy I like. Your right arm, nice and straight. So if you can straighten that arm, that's it. There'll be a little bit of a bend in this arm. But that hand just goes, so just soften your right hand there. There, it's going to feel horrible. If you get a left-handed training grip, that'd be even better, but that's what we're shooting for, that kind of thing. Ideally a bit more, so that V towards your right chest. That's it. And he's like, oh, that feels horrendous, he's probably thinking. That's it. And these hands, if you look at mine here, you can see how that bit of my trail hand is sitting on top of the lead thumb. So you probably feel like you've got less of your hand on the grip, but if I took my lead hand off, that's all that's touching the grip. So the beautiful thing about having that position like so is when you go back now, you've got that supporting the club at the top of the swing as we start to swing longer. A lot of people that grip it like that, as we go longer, we'll lose that club. We haven't got that support with that finger there. Now grip pressure, not crazy firm, but fairly firmish. You want to be soft in the wrists and the forearms and the shoulders, because this is going to give you, this is everything now. Control of your club face, hinging the club, opening the face, closing the face. Now with your swing, as we go back, now if we turn back here, this is where you are at the moment, just like those wrists hinge there. So you've created this sort of L shape. But now the goal is, can you get your hips to 45 degrees turned? Yep, and your shoulders to 90 degrees turned. So now that club's way up there, right? Yep. So now that is giving you more potential for speed. If you was starting off a small hill skiing, by the time you get to the bottom, probably not going to be going that fast.
Yeah.
Bigger hill, more speed potential at the bottom. So this is giving you more of that speed potential because you're on a bigger hill. So as we go again, up to the top. So by this point, you already want to have those wrists hinged a little bit. Now when you get to the top, hips 45 degrees, shoulders 90. Big swing.
Yeah, it feels.
How am I going to hit the ball from there? It's again. So let's see some practice swings there. Nice big swings, buddy. Good grip, good job, all the way up. Yes.
So that's why they're at like that miss hit. There is still a little,
Good.
not
There. So that's your backswing.
Yeah.
Then the downswing, we're just going to look at just the follow through. So as we go all the way through here, I'm going to try and get you just basically copy me. So we'll just put ourselves into a finished position. So what I'm looking for here is the belt buckle, your pelvis basically pointing at your target, your trail foot on the tiptoe, and your thighs almost squeezing together. So if you had a coin in between your thighs, feel like they're really squeezing together. Hips really getting around, and the club, so if you go all the way to the finish, look how the club goes through my ears. And I've created this kind of 3 sides to a box, this shaft, arm, upper arm, there. So I'll do that with you, so all the way through. There you go all the way up to the finish there. So this is building the swing. There we go, hold it there. Now, so we're going to get that, you can see that going through the ears there. You see that 3 sides to a box here. And if you can get that left foot up on the tiptoe and all your weight's on your left side, and squeeze those thighs together. All right, that is the end game. And then through to the full finish, nice and fluid. Just to give your best. Yeah, you're good. Through and then through. All the way. Yeah, good. Great. Felt a bit wobbly. Yeah, yeah. So just with that there, good job with the turn, with the weight just instead of on your left toe, a bit more into the right, into the left heel. Just keep the foot on the ground if you can. That's it. And then that's it. Yeah, swing. And then all the way through. Great. Yeah, that's it. Love the grip. Well done. So up to the top and the stop at the top. Hold it there. You see what I keep doing with your wrists and the arms? Yeah. And then, good. Yeah, I love that finish position. And again. So just to the top again. Hold it there. This is closer. I had to adjust you as much there. Yeah. That's better. Let's see if you can do a fluid swing without the ball. That's it. That's how you want to swing. There's your grip changes, so quite significant. Yeah. Solid grip. Now check this turn out, which is. Look at that. Yeah. Massive, fantastic. And as you come through, watch the finish too. Let me just catch this up here. Just sequence this up here. So watch the follow through. Look how that foot comes all the way through. Proper golf swing now. Left foot on the tiptoe. So anyone who's stood behind you, father-in-law, any friends, whoever, should be able to see your left sole of your left shoe at that point, rather than that sort of hanging back. It's on a beautiful plane. Fantastic swing. Shot. Shot. There you go. Oh, swing. I know you lost your balance a bit. The head was over the ball there. You want to keep that head pretty centered, just moving off it a bit there. But I love the length of swing. So that's a massive swing. Probably too much, but great job. But obviously that gives you more potential for speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
Thank you very
Good
much.
to meet you, bud.
Appreciate that.
Great
Thank
session,
you.
mate.